I'm here with Bob and Joan from Culver's greenhouse. Thank you so much for having me today.
Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, and I know people are getting excited for fall, and one of the signs of fall is mums. Can you talk a little bit about the care for mums?
Yeah, so we here at Culver's are known for our mums and how we grow them, but when we let them go home with you, we want to make sure you know how to take care of them. So we thought today would be a perfect time to talk about that. So I'll let Bob explain a little bit about watering, and people ask us all the time about pinching back, so we'll talk about that.
Okay, so with the mums that you're buying for fall, we usually suggest watering them about every other day. That's what we've been doing here. Now, if you get a particularly hot time, which hopefully that doesn't happen anymore this year, maybe every day, but check them every other day. And as far as fertilizing, you don't need to fertilize them going into fall at all. You don't need to do any pinching this time of year. You may need to do a little bit of deadheading. Sometimes you'll get some spent flowers that need to be pinched off so the other newer ones can come up. But just keep them clean, keep them watered.
Yeah.
Does it matter if they're in the sun or the shade?
Okay.
Good tip.
Perfect question. So they should have at least a half a day of full sun.
Yeah.
All day is fine, but at least a half a day.
Yeah, and we really recommend if you're going to put them on the porch that when you water them, you rotate them. That way it's not just burning on one side of the sun isn't coming across one side of the mum. You get both sides out of it, so you won't get that unevenness on how they look spent, we call it. And when Bob talks about watering, of course, we talk about at least a gallon of water. They require a lot more than people want to give them sometimes, so make sure you really water them thoroughly when you do water them, and you should lift that pot up. It'll be heavy to lift, so we water them very thoroughly around here, so we make sure you get them watered just as much there.
Yeah, and I know people are probably excited to come get their mums soon. Is now a good time, or should they be waiting further into fall?
No, this is a perfect time. We have 3 stages of bloom time that we plant. Yeah, so the early ones are showing up now. There'll be a mid-season, and then there'll be late ones. So we should be able to fill everybody's needs.
Yeah, and they usually last about 4 weeks. 4 to 5 weeks of blooms once you get them, and because people will try to time it out, if they're having a reception or Halloween decor, that kind of thing. So just keep that in mind. You'll probably get that out of the one pot of mums when you get them.
Awesome. Bob and Joan with Culver's greenhouse, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you.